babies in the system. I shall keep nurturing them to turn quantity into quality. By one day, you may also see me become a hip-hop dancer with young people, or participate in a Tai Chi competition in Hong Kong or international, or maybe even disappear a month and find me in Wudong San enriching my Tai Chi learning. If there is any critic of accomplishments, they are all credit to all my all-star presidents and district officers. If there is any aspect we did not do it well, they are all caused by my shortcomings, and please accept my apology. I love the challenging life of a DG, but it doesn't mean that I want to do it again. The most gratifying part is that despite my shortcomings, our district is still very much in a one good piece, which I'm ready to pass on to incoming DG HW Fung. He is an experienced Rotarian and leader, and I'm sure he will lead our district to even better and brighter level. I treasure this is the last opportunity that I speak to you as your district governor. Christine and I very much appreciate the kindness and friendship which you have shown to us during the year. We are honored and privileged to have been involved in many of your club activities. I would like to acknowledge my never-ending appreciation with my heart to my wife Christine, who is my DG at home, for her unlimited support to me. It is not easy for her to combine herself as a full-time CEO in my business because my regularly absence this year. DG at home, spouse and mother of 3 children, my fellow Rotarians. District governorship is a wonderful journey to me, and thank you for allowing me to play a tiny part in shaping the destiny of our district. I treasure this opportunity of Rotary Serving Humanity and Rotary Foundation Centennial Celebration with you. All the best, and millions of fans again.
Thank you, outgoing Governor Eric. Please remain on the stage.
Now comes the most important moment of tonight's ceremony. May I invite our guest of honor, Professor Sophia Chen, JP, and incoming Governor H.W. Fung, to come forward for the installation ceremony. For all the outgoing and incoming president, please be upstanding for the ceremony.
Outgoing Governor Eric Chin, we have much pleasure in presenting to you incoming Governor H.W. Fung to receive at your hands the benefit of installation. We would also like to invite guest of honor, Professor Sophia Chen, to witness the installation of our new district governor.
H.W. Fung, it gives me great pleasure to install you as governor of Rotary International District 3450 for the year of 2017 to 2018. I now invest you with the insignia of your office. Congratulations, HW, and all the very best.
And all the outgoing and incoming president, and please be ready for your official handover ceremony.
All outgoing presidents, please install your successors.
Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Thanks, outgoing president. Your president will show you down to the stage, and you may proceed to your seat while they remain on the stage. Let's start. Let's start with the first row. Okay. And now the second row. Now, the third row. Okay, now the fourth row. Okay, now the fifth row. And the last but not least, the row number 6.
Okay, thank you, President. As a token of appreciation, Governor HW will now present a gift to immediate past Governor Eric. As all of you know, outgoing Governor Eric Chin is a Kung Fu fanatic. So Governor HW has got him a couple of Wing Chun Kung Fu books for good practice.
And also another gift from the wife of Eric Chin. Christine want Eric to cook more family cooking and enjoy the family dinner with her in the year. And thank you, guest of honor, Professor Sylvia Chen and immediate past Governor Eric Chin. You may return to your seats and enjoy the rest of the evening. Governor HW, please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Rotarians, a big round of applause again for immediate past Governor Eric Chin and all the immediate past presidents.
Woo!
All presidents, please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Rotarian, may I invite past Governor David Harulila to come on stage for the introduction of Governor H.W. Foong. David, please.
Good evening, distinguished guests and Rotarians. Can I ask you firstly to please sit down? Okay. Can we celebrate a little bit later and give our distinguished governor a little chance? I will start singing if you don't keep quiet. Okay, can we start the PowerPoint, please? I'm very honored to be asked to introduce HW. I'm very proud that I can see within 2 years, 2 great leaders from my class of 2011 and 12. First, we had Eric, as you saw, had a fantastic year. And I think HW will be even better, God willing. If you look at the screen, you will see first came MJ. Why am I showing you MJ? Because all great people like to go by the initials. Nobody calls him Mr. Foong. We call him HW. So HW, congratulations. Scholastically, he graduated with a Bachelor of Social Science with first-class honors in economics and statistics from the University of Hong Kong in 1973, and got his master's degree in public administration in 1983. So, please expect a very smart leader. Don't let his smile fool you. He's very smart. Career-wise, he joined the Census and Statistics Department of the Hong Kong government in 1974. He was appointed the Commissioner for Census and Statistics in 2005. Before his retirement from civil service in 2011, he was awarded the Silver Bohemian Star by the Hong Kong government. Give him a hand. when you approach HW for a project, you better know your numbers. Because Mr. Fung really knows his numbers. He was president of the Hong Kong Statistical Society during 1994 to 96, a chartered statistician of the Royal Statistical Society of the United Kingdom. You think this is easy? No. He has been chairman of the examination board of the statistical profession of the Hong Kong Statistical Society since 2002. Boy, does he know his statistics. Mr. Fung, has been actively engaged in community services, especially through his participation in his work for Rotary. He was president of the Rotary Club of Metropolitan Hong Kong in 2011 to 12. He was Rotarian of the Year in 2012 and 2013. He served as Rotary District Secretary in 2012-13 and Assistant Governor in 2013-14. I've worked hand in hand with him. He's been involved in many significant projects in our district, including the Water Service Project, the Organ Donation Promotion and Extension of Rotary into the Guangdong Province. Since 2014, he has been the chairman and champion of the One Hong Kong Award and has built it up to be a very successful program. Thank you, HW. He was elected the governor of Rotary for 2017 and 18, and today it gives me immense pleasure to ask you all to raise your voices to welcome our district governor, HW, to deliver his inaugural speech and possibly a song or two to follow. Please welcome HW.
Thank you, Past Governor David.
Thank you.
The Honorable Professor Sophia Chen, the Honorable Jeffrey Lam, the Honorable Dr. Lim Jing Tsai, past Rotary International President Gary Huang, distinguished guests, Rotary leaders, fellow Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of Rotarians of Rotary District 3450, I would like to convey heartiest thanks to all the distinguished guests present tonight. Thank you for joining us and witnessing the installation ceremony of Rotary District 3450 for the new Rotary year of 2017 to 18. Before we talk about the future, let me take this opportunity to congratulate our immediate past district governor, Eric Chin, on his admirable achievements together with his all-star presidents. Please join me in giving him a big hand again. And let me reflect a little bit on why we are gathering here tonight. This is an annual event to mark the beginning of a new Rotary year, in which a new group of Rotary leaders assume their posts in their clubs and in District 3450. One of the main purposes of the event is that we want to tell the world that we are going to make a difference. And the theme of this Rotary year is Rotary Making a Difference. But making a difference is an expression we often hear about Rotary, as said by Rotary International President Ian Risley. Before I go on, let me tell you that we have made a difference tonight. And what is it? And that is, I think for the first time in our district installation, we have a past Rotary International President joining us. Past Rotary International President Gary, thank you for joining us. That is the difference compared with previous years. What I'm telling you, my dear friend, is that when we talk about making a difference, is something so common in Rotary, is that actually we are back to the basics. And that is not surprising. It is always good to be back to the basics. The same applies to the theme of the last Rotary year, 2016-17, which is Rotary Serving Humanity. With services above self as our motto, Rotarians have been serving humanity in the past 112 years. When we are back to the basics, it helps us to remind ourselves of our initial objectives, our fundamental principles, which are always true and all-embracing. Then we will be better focused and be clear of what to plan for. So let us revisit the idea of making a difference. Let us look at the human history. We would not have reached the present state of development if our predecessors had not tried hard to make a difference throughout their lifetime, throughout the human history. We would not have had aircrafts which can take us within a few hours to places 1,000 miles away. We would not have had rockets bringing satellites to the outer space, enabling us to have communications connected globally in a seamless manner. We would not have had all the electronic devices we are carrying in our pockets every day, keeping us in touch with each other so conveniently and having the world information at our fingertips. Now, apart from the inventions and innovations we have seen in human history, I would like to share with you one simple thought on the subject of making a difference. You can call it a slogan. Here it goes. I say, every Rotarian can make a difference. If all Rotarians join hands, we can move mountains. Let me give a real-life example of what I've just said. About 30 years ago, in the mid-1980s, the fatal disease, poliomyelitis, often referred to as polio, infected more than 350,000 people every year. That is, about nearly 100 people were infected of that disease every day. At that time, a vaccine which could immune human against the disease has emerged. However, owing to ignorance and the lack of a good community health system in most places, the disease threatened 125 countries around the world. And application of the vaccine was far from satisfactory. Rotary made a very important decision at that time. And the decision is that Rotary will eradicate this deadly disease, polio, from Earth. This project has since been the flagship project of Rotary in the past 3 decades. Of course, we don't do it just by ourselves. We join hands with the World Health Organization and the governments and voluntary organizations of the countries threatened by the disease. Since then, we have provided the oral vaccine to 2.5 billion children, 2.5 billion. And about $1.6 billion has been raised and spent for that purpose. This is because each dosage of the vaccine costs around $0.6, that is 60 cents. That also means that all the efforts and resources involved in giving the oral vaccine to the 2.5 billion children have all been done voluntarily by Rotarians and people from other collaborating organizations. And what is the result? By now, only 3 countries in the world still have polio cases found. The number of polio cases identified in 2016 was less than 40. In other words, the number of polio cases has been reduced by 99.99% since Rotary launched the polio eradication project 30 years ago. And in the recent Rotary International Convention held last month in Atlanta, believe it or not, $1.2 billion has been raised for the project. The donation was led by the Miranda and Bill Gates Foundation and joined by the European Union and many governments. So we firmly believe that in the not too distant future, we can declare our Earth polio-free. Isn't that great? Isn't that impressive or actually incredible? What a job have Rotarians done. Imagine the number of lives which have been saved by the Rotary movement to eradicate polio. So would you agree with me that every Rotarian can make a difference? If we join hands, we can move mountains. And we in Rotary District 3450 will follow and embrace this very basic principle. We will continue with the many projects we have been doing in various subject areas, which include caring for the elderly, as we have a rapidly aging population. We will support the handicapped so that they could pursue what they would want to pursue in as much the same way as the able-bodied. We will take care of the environment in every aspect of our Rotary activities, with sustainability as one of our key focuses. We will continue to provide clean and drinkable water to people in various parts of the world where the need exists, but on a much bigger scale in the coming year. We will continue and enhance our work in helping our younger generation to have greater exposure in various aspects, especially in options for their future career. We have set up a committee on health care in our district, which will look into various aspects we may complement the government in the promotion of health awareness and disease prevention. Rotary District 3450 has always been rendering great support to the promotion of organ donation in both Hong Kong and other places. Historically, our district has helped in setting up the first website in China for promoting organ donation and linking that website with the official system for registering organ donors. And right at this moment, at the same moment, an international conference on organ donation and transplant is being held in Mongolia, where my representative, a past district governor in our district, will share his experience, the experience of Rotarians' role in helping the promotion of organ donation in the community. We will continue to work closely in Hong Kong with the Food and Health Bureau on this particular subject, which is so close to the heart of our Honorable Professor Sophia.